Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, caught up with Coach Bob Chesney before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Bryce Underwood. He probably spent plenty of time in the training room after being sacked 7 times in that loss last time out. Running inside, it's Marshall. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's it.
Caught, and he's got room. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bruins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now Iamaleava flips it out to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him
maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Bruins. What a catch in the end zone for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. On the run, it's Marshall. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TV.
After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got a first down here to open the period. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run inside. It's Knight. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Using the quick game. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He gets a block all the way out to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and what a job by this special teams unit. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge.
They've got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the UCLA sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. Iamaleava. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Underwood. Picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. This time on target. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. To the air, it's Underwood. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 7 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Michigan State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside the Big House. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
UCLA's head coach told me at the half, this is what they expected from this quarterback. As you know, the Heisman hype is continuing to swell around him, but his performance is meeting the moment. We'll see if he can keep it going here to start the second half. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Throwing, Iamaleava. And to get rid of it quickly.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Running inside, it's Thomas. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Hey, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 35. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Underwood fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Marshall. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second.
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. And slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan! Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Working that left side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So first down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Thomas. There's a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Iamaleava throws to the tight end. Got his man. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock it.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup of 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got him. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Gets it out fast. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on! And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Touchdown, Michigan! Big Blue with the answer.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing. Here comes the heat. Right on target this time. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Now Iamaleava gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Good execution by this offense. Now we need to rush, but not be in a hurry. Still got some time left. Got to move the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They need to get a little closer for a field goal trying. They've got to do it in a hurry. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. and they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Making side adjustments here.